Sure it's not staticky or anything in any of the cars? Cool, all right. Go ahead and roll up those windows, get that climate control set. All right, team, go ahead and start those PDR recordings, get those cars into gear. We're going to go ahead and start rolling out here. And we can go ahead and start rolling out to the track here. All right, team, so as we head out to the track this morning, we will be doing shifting out there. I'll call out those shift points as we go around the track. Just keep in mind, team, you haven't done any exercises like you did yesterday, so those cars are going to be cold, the tires are going to be cold. We're going to do a nice warm-up lap, gradually build up that pace. We're going to be an extra smooth out there. You know, for this morning session, it's a little chillier out than yesterday as well, so just keep that in mind as we start heading out to the track. We're going to do a nice warm-up lap, like I said, and then once we get back to the front straight, we'll go ahead and start with your lap there, Jeremy. Just going to let ourselves get some space between us and the group ahead of us. Take a few deep breaths, make sure you're relaxed, loose up those hands. We're out there to have fun and do some learning, okay? If you do get yourself into a situation where you might end up off the racetrack, just remember how awesome those brakes work on that car. It's a full ABS, steering the car, more times than not, you'll stay right there on track. So we can go ahead and start heading on out. So we're all going to get the third gear, please. So Jeremy, pop that bad boy in the third gear, and then my autos, go ahead and click it up in third gear, please. On the warm-up lap, team, make sure that we're focused on that driving line. Really get aggressive with these curves here at those orange and green cones. The whole car will fit on that first turn 10. So Jeremy, you're going to shift up to fourth for me. My automatics are going to shift up to fifth down the straightaway here. Gradually build the pace up. After you begin your braking, everybody makes one downshift. So Jeremy goes back to third gear. My autos will be back to fourth. Keep an eye out for those cones. Check out those turn-in cones. Don't let me get turning into the corner until we get to those cones. We have our apex cones. That's where we're driving the car down to after those turn-in cones. You want to be as close as possible to those apex cones. They're a foot or so off the track, so you're not going to hit them. Don't worry about that. But definitely get on those curves. Everybody shift up one gear. Start looking through the corner here in turn 3. Make a downshift. But my automatic drivers, as you will know, turn 5, where I'm at now, you're going to make it down to the third gear. Then for my automatic drivers, after turn 5, you're going to go ahead and shift back up to 4. 7, let's make sure we're staying off that exit turn. We're not quite going that fast yet, so we need all that traffic. So make sure you keep that steering in the car, letting it aim to where we're going. Only when it touches the curve where those orange and green cones are. down to third once more. Now we'll all be in third gear. And then Jeremy, as we approach the front straight, we can go ahead and start with your lap. Get it up on the curb here in turn 10. Remember, you're going to let it rev up, get up to fourth gear. My automatic drivers are going to get up to fifth gear. Kevin, stay off the exit curbing, please. That's the second time in one lap. And that brake, take that downshift through the corner here. Let it unwind. There you go. Looking for our apex cone here in turn 2. We're going to bring it right on down to the curbing. Where there's an orange and green code, we can get down there. Go ahead and shift it up to fourth for me. Bring it back over to our white and pink code. Our eyes are up the hill. We're going to begin our braking. Take that downshift. Start scanning across to that apex cone so you can plan your path down to that apex cone. Once we're there, get your eyes up. I'm for the very tip of this exit curving here. That's my little reference that I use, and then I'll let the car point itself back over to the right-hand side of the track. We're going to lightly begin our braking. Everybody else back there, keep those eyes up through those corners. Down that straightaway now. Make sure we're staying off the exit curving here in turn 5, everybody. Automatic drivers, don't forget to downshift to third gear and then shift back up to fourth. We're going to get back to those brakes here, Jeremy. We're going to balance into turn 6. Wait for the cones. Don't look at any specific cones. Right behind them. Start to the left on the T. That way we can set up good for the second set of S's here. Eyes looking down that straightaway. Looking into turn 8 here. Be patient for the turn-in cone. Keep it wide in the corner, and then we're going to tighten it up to fall right behind the apex cone, so we stay on the right side of the track there. See, we got to add a little bit more steering than that and stay, off the gas. I'm not saying more on the gas, but we got to be real patient there. It feels real slow, but it gives you a good run out of 9 if you nail that right. Go ahead and get that car back up to fourth gear. And begin that braking, then make that downshift, get those eyes looking into the corner. Braking, make that downshift, get it right on down to the curbing here. Unwind, nice and smooth, looking for our number 1 sign and that turn-in cone right after it. After those brakes, balancing, get up on the curb here, turn 4, let it unwind. So Jeremy, in turn 5 right there, I want you to wait a little longer before you begin your turn, and I want you to be quicker with your hands, okay? So you got to slow down the entry a little bit so you get to drive off that corner. That way you don't have that extra little turn after that apex. Make sure we're keeping it smooth back there, team. Got to stay smooth on the throttle. Where we're going. Up to get down there on that apex cone. Yeah, so that little correction you did with the steering, just do that a little sooner next time, but that was a lot better than the last lap. So another couple laps, you'll be nailing that corner, no problem, man. Nice correction there, though. Jeremy, let the car fully unwind out of turn 10, and then after the double orange cones, we're going to have you pull on over for me. Really nice run there, man. Again, a couple of the slower corners, just be a little more patient. Driving a hair deeper, then turn the car quicker, so that way we get that car pointed a little bit more. Kevin, go ahead and pull up behind my lead car. Michael and Scott, stay right behind that orange car when you get on the straightaway here. Can you let yourself fall back? We're going to have to wait for cruise by. Can you hear me? Can you not hear me there, Kevin? Stay right there. Can you hear me? Yes or no? All right, we'll pull off into the pits. Can you hear me now there, Kevin?
I can't hear my radio.
All right, everybody go ahead and just gather up. I see you waving back there, I know. We'll go ahead and pull into the pits, so just stay right with me. Roll up that window. Go ahead and pull into the pits here. It looks like there's some radio issues in one of the cars. So just stay with me here, team. We're going to exit this time. Alright, team, so for those of you that can hear me, Travis is going to come up to the cars, do a quick radio check with you and make sure everything's coming through loud and clear out there. So we're just going to pull up here. Stay right with me, team, for those that can hear me. Radio check. Can you hear me back there, Travis? Guys, I'm just going to do a little talking so Travis can get the radio dialed in that car that's right behind me. So just hang tight, guys. We'll get back out on the track. You guys will still get your laps. Don't worry about a thing. Anything, Travis? Can you hear me through there? Check, 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 check. Anything at all, Travis? Cool. Alright, so again, radio check here, team. Radio check. Can you hear me loud and clear in there? Is it getting any louder? Alright, team, so Travis is just going to check with all of you guys, make sure you can hear me loud and clear in there. Just going to listen in through that car, make sure everything's good to go. If you've had any issues at all during the run, just, wave them down. right, team, we're going to go ahead and get rolling here again. Make sure those windows are up. Make sure that climate control is set. All right, team, so we're going to head out to the track now. There is going to be a group pulled over on the side of the track. Stay with our group, please. So just to be clear, now that everybody can hear me, let's stay off of those exit curbs, please. The only curbs we're going to use are down at those apex cones, those orange and green cones. Be real smooth with that throttle, team. And then, Kevin, let's go ahead and get that car up to 5th gear as we go down the straightaway. And remember, just stay with our group here, team. Stay with our group. Begin that braking. Make that downshift back to 4th gear. Eyes looking through the corner here. Go. Looking for that apex cone here in turn 2. Bring it back down to the curbing. Let it unwind out. Go ahead and shift it up to 5th gear for me. Back to the brake. Make that downshift. Looking into the corner here. Looking for the exit curb now. That's where we're going next. Looking for that the front tip of it. Don't hit the exit curb. Just use it as your reference. Bring the car back over to the right side here. Back to those brakes. Don't forget to balance as we enter into the corner. There we go. Now you're going to make a downshift to 3rd gear here for turn 5. Be patient with that throttle. Let that car get pointed. Yeah, so we turned in a little early there, and stay off that exit curb, please. Keep that car turned until it's pointed. Then we back up to 4th gear. We're going to balance as we enter turn 6 here. Use up all the curbing here in the S's. Tight to the left, that way we can set up for that second set of S's that's right ahead. We're going to balance a little bit with the brakes as we approach turn 7 here. Get our eyes looking down for that turn-in cone. There we go. We're going to lightly brake. Please stay off that exit curb, Kevin, please. Looking through the corner here. Remember, guys, while you're driving those cars, all you got to do is turn that steering wheel, put it where it needs to be. Back on over to the left here. Our eyes are looking to the right. We're going to get all the way up on the curbing here at the orange and green cone. There we go. Let's go ahead and get the car up to 5th gear now. We're going to begin that braking. Make that downshift back to 4th. Looking through the corner here. I pretty much get my eyes right up looking for the turn-in cone. That's where we're going next. Let that car flow right out to it. Looking for our apex cone here in 2 now, Kevin. Bring it right on down to that curbing. As we pass that curbing, we're looking for that second seam in the pavement. Let it unwind a little bit more next time. See, because now you have to kind of arc the car while we're in our braking zone. So we'll correct it next time, no big deal. Eyes looking through the corner. Should be in 4th gear. Let it unwind, nice and smooth. We're going to bring the car back over to the right-hand side here. We're going to lightly brake. We're going to balance as we turn into turn 4. Get your eyes looking at that turn-in cone for turn 5. That's where you're going next. Get your braking, make your downshift. Keep the car off the exit curb this time. There you go. Let's go ahead and get back up to 4th gear. Begin that braking. Don't forget to balance. You're already looking into the corner here, looking where we're going next. A little bit of balance as we transition through there. I'm not really braking, just throw some weight forward. Back on over to our apex cone. Looking for our turn-in cone here for 7, because we do got to be patient for that. There we go. Let it unwind. You're going to begin that braking, make that downshift to third gear. Thank you very much for staying off that exit curve. That was perfect that time. Nice job. Very nice job here in 8. I'll get that good run out of 9 now. There you go. Awesome job in that section there, Kevin. Really good job. Get it back up to the curving here in turn 10. And then after the double orange cone, if you wouldn't mind pulling on over for me, you're going to fall behind the blue 20. Michael, when you get around the corner, go ahead and pull up behind my lead car, please. All right, Kevin, just remember you're going to fall behind that blue 20. Kevin, go ahead and get right up behind my lead car. Stay on that throttle pedal for me. Get a little closer to me here, Kevin. Sorry, Michael. Michael, I'm sorry. All right, we should be in fourth gear here, Michael. Looking into the corner. Let it slow right out of that corner. Looking for our apex cone here in turn 2. Right on down to our curving here in turn 2. Let it unwind out. Just to the seam, shift it up to mid. Bring it back on over to our white and pink cone. Nice straight line. Turn-in cone. Begin your braking, make your downshift, looking down the straightaway here. There we go, nice job. Go ahead and get it back up to fourth gear for me. Come over to the left just a slight bit. Your wheel was really close to hanging off the edge of the track there, so we want to use up all of it, but when we're going down that straightaway, just creep it back in a couple feet to give you some room for error there. Looking for our apex cone here in the second set of S's. We're going to balance as we get into turn 7 here. Let it unwind, let it unwind. Begin your braking, make your downshift, looking through the corner here. We're going to bring it in nice and tight to that apex cone. Keep it on the right side of the track. There you go, nice job. Get that nice run out of turn 9 now. Let it unwind, and then smoothly just point itself back over to the left. Our eyes are scanning to the right. Get it all the way up on the curving here, turn 10. Let's go ahead and get up to 5th gear, please. Begin that braking, make that downshift back to 4th. Let it unwind. So don't wrap it around that apex cone so long. Remember, when you get to that orange and green cone, that's when you can start coming off that corner. Also, we kind of missed that turn-in cone back there, so keep an eye out for that. Keep it in your peripheral vision. We got to turn that car at that turn-in cone, okay? Begin your braking. Should be in 4th gear, looking across that hill. Looking across the hill. Don't stare at the taillights of my car too long. Pretend I'm kind of like a ghost up here and you're looking through me so you can plan your path through that course. Let it unwind with me. There you go. Then smoothly bring it back over to the right. Real light on the brakes here. Kevin, make sure you unwind out of that corner and turn 3. Use up all that track space, please. There we go. Yep, let it unwind and then you can bring it back in just a foot or so. That way you're not so perfect. That's awesome right there. Should be back into 4th gear. We're going to balance as we go through 6th here. Looking through the cones. Corner here, Michael. Back over to the left-hand side. Eyes scanning back over to the right. Very nice job. Bring it back on over to our apex. Good job there, Michael. Go ahead and pull on over to the right for me. You're going to fall behind the the orange 76 car. So go ahead and get out of that gas, let the group by here. And then Scott, we can go ahead and get rolling. Let's just make sure we're in fourth gear since we're halfway down that straightaway. That way we're set up here for turn 1. There you go. Eyes looking for our apex cone here in turn 2. Bring it right on down to the cone. Let it unwind. Shift it up to 5th for me. Bring it back on over to our white heat cone here. A little bit of braking. Eyes looking across the hill. There you go. Very nice job. Should be back in the 4th gear. Awesome unwind. Bring it back on over to the right. So Kevin, I know you saw both those cars ahead of you unwind all the way out there, okay? So we all should be on the same line going around that racetrack. Let that car flow. Let it be as wide as possible going around that track. We don't want to tighten it up too much. Shift it back up to 4th gear, Scott. Now let's into the corner here. Braking, downshift to 3rd. There we go. Smoothly bring it back on over to the left. Up the hill, looking for that apex cone here in turn 2. Let it unwind out to that seam in the pavement, back on over to our white speed cone here. Nice straight line up the hill, begin that braking, make that downshift. There we go, let it unwind. And we're smoothly going to bring it back over to the right hand side here. Let it unwind. Go ahead and shift it back up to 4th. And we're going to begin that braking. Look through the corner here. And that means we do have to exit this lap. I apologize. So Scott, stay right behind me. That way you're the first car out next run here. We're going to get those left signals on once we get up here just a bit more. So once we pull all the way off the track, if you guys want to roll down those windows, get some fresh air in there, we'll get the cars to pit lane, we'll do a little debrief, and then we'll get you on into your class for your demo lap talk. All right, team, so we're going to park in a nice single file line. I want you to leave a good, 5 feet between you and the car ahead of you, please. You're going to follow me right into the lane here. Once the cars are completely stopped, please make sure you stop your PDR recording before you shut your car off. Make sure all those parking brakes are set, whether you're in an auto or a manual. Once you do all that, grab your SD cards because you're going to want to use those for your demo laps, and we can hop on out and do a little debrief.